In this video, let us see about the memory organization of 8051 microcontroller. Memory is of two types. One is ROM and the other one is RAM. ROM is also called as program memory. RAM, that is random access memory, is also called as data memory. Program memory, we know that it is used to store the program being executed. Data memory, on the other hand, is used to store the data and the intermediate values that are generated during the execution of the program. 8051 microcontroller has 4 kilobytes of ROM or program memory. In case if we need additional program memory, then we can add the memory as an external chip. Whenever external program memory is being used, we make use of EA pin. When EA pin is equal to 0, microcontroller executes only the program that is stored in the external memory. Whereas when EA value is made 1, microcontroller first executes the program in internal ROM, then the program stored in the external ROM is executed. Next, data memory. 8051 has data memory of 256 bytes. The memory locations from 00H to 7FH, that is total of first 128 registers, are available to the user. These 128 registers or 128 bytes of internal RAM are basically divided into three major different parts. Let us see how they are divided into different blocks. So you can see here the memory locations. Okay. From 00 to FF is the total RAM of 8051. Now out of these memory locations, the memory locations from 00 to 1F are allocated for register banks. You can see here from 1F to 00. These are for register banks. There are 4 register banks: bank 0, bank 1, bank 2 and bank 3. Each register bank has 8 registers which are named as R0, R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6 and R7. By default, always register bank 0 is selected whenever we write any data into R0 or R1. But if we want to use register bank 1 or 2 or 3, then we have to change the value of register select bits. So first 32 memory locations, that is from 00 to 1F, they are for 4 register banks: bank 0, bank 1, bank 2 and bank 3. There are 4 register banks and each having 8 registers. So 4 into 8. So total 32 memory locations for register banks. After the register banks, the next memory locations from 20 to 2F. These are the memory locations which are bit addressable. You can see here, these are the memory locations from 20 to 2F. What do you mean by bit addressable RAM or bit addressable memory location? So this memory location 20, it has 8 bits: 00, 01, 02, so on up till 07. So I can individually save the data in every bit of this memory location separately. that is why it is called as bit addressable RAM. So here from 20 to 2F, every bit can be addressed individually. Unlike the other memory locations where I cannot address single individual bit separately. I can only store a byte of data in the other memory locations. Whereas in these memory locations, in this bit addressable memory locations which are from 20 to 2F, I can individually manipulate or store the data in every single bit. Then after the bit addressable RAM, we have general purpose RAM, which are from the memory locations 30 to 7F. These are the general purpose memory locations which can be used for storing the data by the programmer. After this general purpose RAM, the next division is from memory location 80 to FF. These memory locations are reserved for special function registers. These special function registers are used for controlling the different peripherals of 8051. Okay, so this is about the memory organization of 8051. Okay, out of these memory locations, we have the major divisions are register banks, bit addressable RAM, then general purpose RAM and SFR. So only these 128 memory locations from 00 to 7F are available for the user to store the data, whereas the other 128 memory locations are for special function registers. Let us revise once. So first 32 bytes from 00 to 1F are for 4 register banks, bank 0, bank 1, bank 2 and bank 3. So each register has each bank has 8 registers. So 4 into 8, total these are 32 memory locations for register banks. So these are the registers of bank 0, bank 1, 2 and 3. And these are the respective memory locations. R0 of bank 0 has the memory location 00. Similarly, the register R0 of bank 1 has the memory location 08H and so on. So these are all the memory locations for the registers R0 to R7 for various banks. Now, whenever I want to select any register from bank 1, bank 2 or bank 3, these are the values which you have to give for the register select bits RS0 and RS1. This RS0 and RS1, they are part of program status word register. By giving the appropriate values to this register select bits, I can select either register bank 1 or 2 or 3 to store the data. Then the second division, that is the bit addressable memory, is of 16 bytes from 20 memory location to 2F. So these are total 16 bytes and each byte has 8 bits. So therefore 16 into 8, we have 128 bit addressable memory locations in this block. Then general purpose RAM is from memory location 30 to 7F. This is the individual bit addressable RAM. Okay, each bit you can separately address. Then the next division, that is the special function registers, they have the memory location from 80 to FF, and these are all the different special function registers which you are seeing here. Register B, accumulator, program status word, interrupt priority, interrupt enable, serial control, serial buffer register, timer control, timer mode, etc.